Samuel Brunson with the 1 hour long video, ending season 6 and bringing in season 7. As you all know, we went on a cruise August 2nd, 2021 to August 6th, 2021 on the MSC Meraviglia. The service was excellent. Everything is bigger than our previous cruise, the Norwegian Gem, from September 1st to the 8th. Everything, I thought that the ship, because a lot of people have been telling us, hey Kirk, hey Robin, hey Samuel, the service and the food is horrible. And I'm saying, and then when I went on the cruise, I actually started to believe them. And then when I went on the cruise, I'm like, oh my God, this is excellent. Oh my God, everything's good.
It was really good.
Great.
It was very good.
The food in the buffet, the food in the main dining room. We ate the panorama every night at 8:30. Was table, what was the table?
418.
418.
418, yes.
It was nice. We had the same people every night serve us.
I don't want to say names, but
it was amazing.
I don't want to say names. I just don't want to say names.
Right.
I don't want to say the waiter's name because that'll be a copyright claim, in my opinion.
That's right.
I don't want to say names. Table 418. Table 418 had an excellent view of the ocean on that table.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
it was really nice.
There was one night, the first night when we were sitting there. Samuel said, "Oh, the boat's moving. The boat's moving." We didn't believe him, and actually, the boat was moving.
Wow. And it was like...
That's a ship. I'm sorry, a ship.
Yeah, the ship was moving.
Yes. In the Meraviglia, the first I had a glimpse of it, Uber driver was going around the terminal to see which one was the Meraviglia. I looked at it, looks like a floating tower.
Yeah, it was bigger than the Gem.
It was a lot bigger than the Gem.
One day we're going to show you the comparison size. I don't know if we have it.
Between the two, yes.
Yeah.
Is
there any way Daddy could show his photos on this?
No, but it's okay. It's okay.
Well,
I'll send another video, maybe a couple of days after this one, to show the picture that I took, Mom took, and Dad took.
Yeah, we could do that.
The only unfortunate thing is we had to put the cat in a kennel, but that's later. We're going to discuss that later.
And like Samuel said, the place was immaculate. It was really clean, and if one thing about it is that it looked like a $1 million, a $1 billion ship.
It did.
I mean, everything was the staircases were crystal staircases.
It was the grand staircase.
And
yes.
it was just it was a sight to see.
It was literally having crystal inside
each
the stairs. It was
stair.
like
it was actually glitter, but
no, it was
actually crystal.
Crystal.
And they and the decor was just, it was like gold everywhere. They really did it up with this ship, don't you think?
And when we exited the ship, we were color brown 1. We were one of the last to exit the ship.
Well,
the only
The only one thing that I didn't like about it is that I wasn't vaccinated because my age group can't get vaccinated yet. But we couldn't go. I couldn't do certain things. I couldn't go to shows. I couldn't go to. The only thing I can do is go to a kids club and eat and sleep. That's all I can do.
Well,
I know.
But still,
it's better than staying home in Kew Gardens, Queen.
Yeah.
All right.
Every day on a ship is better than 2 days at home.
That's true.
All right, now we're gonna skip Marina and the Count because we're gonna have that towards the middle of the
I can also
video.
see how people want to live on a ship. I can see it.
All right. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about Marina and the Kennel. The third thing we're going to talk about. The second thing we're going to have is opinions or ratings or opinions about the cruise. We are going to go in this order. Please remember revise the order. If we have the order wrong, comment below. Middle, left, my right, my left.
Okay, so you go first.
I was saying is, I would give it a 4.9 out of 5. Maybe why I didn't make it to a 5 out of 5 was, believe it or not, I'm talking about the food. The food was good. It was actually pretty good. But the thing is, it's the temperature of the food. Americans are so used to this hot food. like hot, not like spicy hot. I'm talking about hot, like hot.
Well,
and the temperature, it was lukewarm. The food was lukewarm.
well,
We're not used to that.
I agree, but I think what we're used to doing is that we're used to having our food hot and having the time to schmooze and stuff and still eat before the food gets cold. I think with this cruise, it was that the food was warm and you have to eat it right away.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Mom goes next.
Okay, I give it. I would, if it wasn't for the pandemic, I would have given it a 5.0 out of a 5.0. But since there were limitations and we had a child that doesn't cannot get the vaccine yet, I'd give it a 4.9. Beautiful ship, beautiful food, excellent everything, but everywhere you went was vaccinated only, vaccinated only. There were two shows we wanted to take Samuel to. We couldn't do it because he wasn't vaccinated. So we missed out on two shows. We missed out on so much. That was a disappointing thing. And then the kids club, he wasn't crazy about. The kids club on the Gem, I think, was a little better. They were more interactive. They did pirate thing. They did a show on stage and things like that. But he wasn't crazy about it.
See, maybe they
There's not much
would've-
we could have done.
Maybe they would have if it wasn't for the. Maybe they would, but maybe if it wasn't for the pandemic.
Yeah, the
maybe
pandemic
we would've
kind of killed the experience in that way. But food wise, I give it a 5.0. The food was excellent. Every night,
all together,
every
you give it a 4.9.
yeah, every night they had a different menu in the panorama. Every night.
Oh,
You had to pick an entree, an appetizer, entree, dessert.
Yeah.
Ugh. And every night, and they gave us water galore. You could take the water back to your room.
And unlimited soda,
everything.
And
last night we were there, we had wine and we
Well,
had another bottle of wine in our room. So it was
that was
and then also the service was great. The guy that took care of our room was always around. He always was available.
He was always. Seemed like we got the white.
Oh, and Daddy's going to tell you about his best experience and what he rates it.
Daddy?
Okay, well, before I had rated it what did I say, a 4.5 or something to that effect, out of 5 or something, and I would like to redo my appraisal of it. I actually give it a 5.0, and there's a reason why. We went into this knowing with the pandemic. We went into this knowing that our child was not vaccinated. We went into this knowing that because of that there will be some limitations. Being that it was going to be the first cruise on the Meraviglia out of Miami, things had to be done exactly right. So I can't give a negative to trying to keep everyone safe. I can't take a negative to making sure that the majority of the people can get to enjoy the ship over the minority, and the minority was the children. It was a little hamstringing for us because we couldn't take him and we couldn't go to certain things. But first of all, the cruise overall was excellent.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
The decor, like I said, was almost like a brand new ship, and not taking anything away from the Norwegian Gem.
Was it renovated recently?
It was.
It looks brand new.
It wasn't. I don't think it was that it was renovated. It was just well kept and kept up to top standards.
Tell them about your best experience, who you met.
Oh yes. Sometimes having a YouTube channel, you get to follow other YouTubers who have a lot more experience and a lot more, a lot more followers. And I met Tony from Lido Loca. Now Tony is an excellent YouTuber, and he's been on countless amounts of ships, and his thing was that when we met him, I'm thinking, okay, he was going to be like, thank you for me, thank you, Mr. Brunson, whatever. But right now, I'm too busy. I'm trying to eat, so whatever. But he was never like that. He was very open, and I apologized to him for, interrupting his meal. He said no apologies necessary, and he said, oh, yeah, I know you, Kirk from New York, and he had no problems taking the pictures with us. He had no problem talking to us. I came up to him, I think, maybe 3 times, and he had nothing but praise and happy that we even took our time out. It almost seems as though um, he took his time out like he was interrupting us, and I'm like, no, we're in awe of your channel and what you have done. And if anyone would like to check out a very top notch YouTube channel for cruising, check out Tony from Lido Loca and Tony and Jenny, his wife from Lido Loca. Great, great, great man to meet.
Okay, thank you. And I know everyone is like, why you two are all three got the same shirts. Well, it's not that we actually wanted to wear it. It's our uniforms
That's
for
right.
the salon video.
That's right.
Mine is more poorly done than those two, but I adjust.
Well, it's not poorly done. It's it's you.
Yeah.
And the only one without text is mine. Look.
Yeah.
And then mommy stand up.
Oh. See?
Hers has Samuel Brunson YouTube. Daddy.
Old man, but I'll try to stand up.
See, Daddy's is in white.
And Dad's in
Your
white.
shirt is darker. Mine is black. My shirt's lighter.
Okay. Because those two are the same kind of shirt. I have a different kind.
Yeah.
But I can adjust, not
So
necessarily.
what are you gonna do now?
We're going to talk about how was the experience of putting Marina in the kennel.
Yeah, number one, we had to see. Well, before we put her in the kennel, we had to see about her shots.
If you are a baby or a kid, a kennel is like a place to put animals. If you okay, how can I explain this? A kennel is, let's say you're going to work for 2 days, like a business trip, and you have nowhere to put your cat. You put her in a kennel. Or it's a place to put animals. It's not a pet shelter.
No, it's not. These people really take care of your animal.
Yeah, they do.
And it's almost like they have a love for animals just like you have a love for your animal.
And Daddy, I interrupted Mommy, so she gets to continue.
Well, we had to wait till they got her shots, and then, we went to the veterinarian, which is actually conveniently right next door. They said that she was up to date on her shots, plus she was, her shots were ready to expire after the cruise was over, so we put her in to the kennel, and, it was a little heartbreaking. I felt really bad about putting her in a kennel. But they took very good care of her. They really did. Yeah. How did you feel?
Well, I remember when we were putting Marina in the kennel and then we left, Mommy was worried that you were just going to, because thing is, they put Marina on the floor in the cat carrier, but that was just temporary, and then when we came back in to make sure that they would actually put Marina in the cage, the lady there, the worker, was putting Marina in the cage.
Yeah.
And then I asked her questions.
About litter box, yeah, I remember.
You asked that question. I asked something. I asked, is she gonna hear the dogs? And I was laughing. and then the worker said, well, the only reason why the dogs are barking is because you three are in here. Usually they're okay when humans are not in the room.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And then we left. I was crying and crying. It flooded the neighborhood.
Well,
okay, what is your experience?
Well, first of all, I've had dogs all my life, and as a kid growing up, and we never had to was an outside dog, and we had somebody to watch over him. So because of that, we never had to put our animal in a shelter. It's an experience. I mean, you miss your animal when you're away. It and we were away for 7 days because of the flights.
6 days.
6 days.
But we had to put her a day before. We had to leave on 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes,
that's
and
true.
because of that, you hopefully they're taking care of her right, and that she hasn't run away or get sick or go into any
Daddy,
fights.
make sure this lasts until 20 minutes because we have to pause this.
Now, yes, now
Actually, just stop
the
in a
way
minute and then I'll try to.
the way I look at it is this: we had a very good time on the cruise. We wish it was longer,
Yeah.
and they had a 3 day right behind our 4 day. Would have loved to got onto that one, but you have an animal that's missing you and you're missing them, and
Plus, it was $25 a day.
well, the money isn't the issue. I don't think the money was the issue personally for me. You know, I I want my family, my son especially, to have experiences, especially experiences that I never had as a child. So because of that, the cruise was an excellent experience. You get to see the world, parts of the world you have never seen, on your own, and the views is come on. I mean, you can't beat the view on a
I
cruise.
know. I mean, one experience was when I took Samuel outside at night on the balcony. We had a little balcony, and Samuel never experienced that
Darkness.
thick darkness. It was pitch black, except for the lights on the ship and the light we had on the balcony. It was pitch black, and he was a little taken back by it. I should say it was a
You,
little
you know,
experience.
it's a shocking thing to see total darkness.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
but the thing is
We have
that
to pause in 3 minutes.
I know. Well, the thing I see is that um people I know people who don't have never been on a cruise, and they will never go on a cruise. And their idea is that the whole sickness things and whatever, and they feel as though it'll be boring.
Yeah.
Cruises are never boring. Unless you want it to be boring. When people were saying about the MSC cruises, they say it's not an American cruise, which it does. It is different than the American type of cruises, but but be that as it may, you make it what you want. If you, like I say before, if you want to do nothing, do nothing. If you want to have a great time and meet people, do that. If you want to act a fool, as they say in slang, you can act a fool. Why? Because no one's gonna know that you're there to have fun, and you're there because you spent your thousands of dollars on this cruise. As long as you're not breaking any rules on the cruise ship, have fun.
Yes.
Eat as much as you want, gain your 5 to 10 pounds, and afterwards come back home, start eating regular, and lose your 5 or 10 pounds.
Yes.
But you have a ball. Samuel?
Okay. That's true. That is true.
I definitely gained a few.
Okay. Alright, now I'm going to talk about it briefly because we have to pause in minute 30. But, okay. Okay, when we picked Marina up, the owner of the store, I think the manager or the cleaner, Joe, saw us coming into the apartment because he was probably walking a dog. He saw it, then he came back into his store, put Marina in the cat carrier, and 10 minutes later, we came. But the thing is, they actually stayed open for us.
They did. Was our plane coming back was late.
Was delayed.
It was delayed, and we called them up. Actually, when we landed, it was like maybe 5:30, and Erica's gonna pick us up. And they said they'll try to stay open for us. So we picked her up that night. She was a little different, doing some different little meows, but
She smelled like a dog.
yeah.
Imagine that, a cat
And
smelled like a dog.
Only a day or so, she was back to normal. Right now, she's back to normal.
All right, so I'll just want to say is, and the cat is back to normal. She does smell like a dog, and she's back to normal. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. We have to pause in 30 seconds. I can make that 20 seconds. Okay, let's just say Marina's back. We are back in New York City. See my video saying we're back in NYC. And alright, like Bruce says, bye. for now.
Bye.
And we are back.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Now, we're going to be singing a song. It's called Wonder or Meraviglia in Italian. I don't know what. Okay. Now, Mom, that's your paper. That's what the song is. Okay. On the bottom of Sing the Song Wonder. Okay. In 1, 2, 3. MSC Meraviglia, the mighty ship you were. Wonderful, full. Wonder and joy, beauty and fun. You describe it differently. 5,500 passenger ship. Whoa, what a gem! 2750 is bigger than a landmine. Wonder and joy, beauty and fun. You describe it differently. Yeah. A lot of people have been asking me, Samuel, why did you say 5,500 and then you say 2,750?
Yeah, why did you?
Because the ship rolled out on 50%.
Yes,
That's right, because of COVID.
Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to do Samuel's gripes.
Oh, your gripes.
Probably Marina. And she's going to tell you how she felt about being in a kennel.
Okay, we're going to do that momentarily. But this is my gripe, everyone.
Samuel's gripes.
This is the second time I did a gripe. Get the COVID vaccine can help protect your loved ones. A lot of people have been saying, well, I'm not going to get the COVID vaccine. I am already protected. I sanitize my home. Sanitizing is not going to do anything because you already leave your home. Even if you have 10 layers of mask, you can still get it. How about your eyes? What about your nose? Can you get it through your mouth? Can you even get it through your pores in your skin? It can go in anywhere in your body.
There's even cases of animals having it.
Yeah, people like, I'm already protected. I sanitize my home and I wear like a 1,000-layer mask and I wear a face shield and a cloth and I wear gloves and that's not going to be enough because it could get through the pores of your skin.
Yes, it can.
Yes.
You know, people, like you said, people really think that they don't need the COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Sam?
I think that, believe it or not, Tater Tot, I think they should get the vaccine. I wish I can get it, but I can't. I cannot get the vaccine because I am not old enough. My cousin can get it. Hooray for her. But the thing is, we're really limited. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People under 12?
That's right. Well,
but Shayna did visit Marina when she was in the cat.
Yes, she did. That was a nice thing.
Hold on. While I find the cat to do Marina's like, both of you, talk all you want. I don't care what you talk about.
Now, yeah, basically to keep it in the theme of what we were talking about, getting the vaccine, I believe is important. I know people that remain nameless saying they're not going to get it. They don't need it. They sanitize their home. They wear masks. They don't deal with people. But you can get it from a stranger. You know, what do you?
And it's not about. See, to me, it's just the right thing to do. It's not about just thinking about yourself.
And here's Marina.
And she's coming.
Aww.
Now here is Marina. Now Marina's gonna tell you her gripe. Her gripe, and she's kind of squiggly right now.
I know,
but she does. Maybe she doesn't.
I
guess there's no Marina's gripe. I think her gripe was that she doesn't want to do a gripe.
I think she's upset.
I think what it is that
she still wants to go outside. So
she wants to go outside, and that's being back to normal.
But she has to realize how hot it is out there.
It is.
Marina's gripe will come later.
You know, it's a scorching day.
Yeah.
And maybe she has to cool down a little bit.
But Daddy has a pork shoulder, so should we put in your comments what we should make with? Maybe make a pulled pork with it. or
Yes.
just a pork roast?
Now, getting out of the object of cooking, let's talk about where the ship went.
Yes, let's talk about where the ship went.
Each of us is going to say.
Oh, I thought you said Daddy was going to show his picture.
One of the pictures.
Dad will show.
One
Hold
of
on.
the pictures.
I'm going to
show
show
it
him.
closer.
Okay, hold on. Let me just take out chair and put.
Well, let Daddy represent his pictures.
Hold on. Let me just bring the brightness
Is
down.
there any way he could present it from his YouTube channel to this one?
No.
No way to present it?
No. Now the brightness is down so you can see it better. This, hold on.
Show it flatter. Show it like.
That's better.
That's not
Wrong thing. Alright, this is a picture of us at the beach on the private island.
This was one of the pictures I took of the people and having fun on the private island.
Well, show a bunch of them. Show Tony and show.
This is another picture I took on the private island, as you could tell, the beach.
Show a picture of the ship.
It's another one. This is actually a picture of the ship in the background. It's shot from the private island itself. How big and how bright the ship was, even though it was at night, real dark. If you look at this one, it's another one. It's a little hard to see because of the brightness and also
the glare of the.
It was they shot with a light also. The light was shining on this, so it's hard to see kind of in the picture, but as you can see, the sands. This is, I'm not going to play the video itself, but this is taking a video I took of the party that was
on his YouTube channel. Please subscribe to his.
That's right. Kirk Brunson's YouTube channel, Captain Kirk's YouTube and Facebook channel. Well, as you can see, this is a party going on. It was about 20, let me see, I did it for about 6 minutes. And I could put the video on, but I'm not going to. It was just a nice shot of the video of the and there's me with my mask on.
I see the video is playing.
And playing, yes, as you can see, the video was playing.
Show them some of the pictures of the ship.
Okay, now this is the lighthouse. The lighthouse that is on the private island itself, and let's see. I'll get a closer look of it. It lights up, and when the music is playing and the DJ is playing, it lights up and has different flashes and different colors. And it's really, really good. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like. It's Kirk Brunson's YouTube channel, Captain Kirk's YouTube channel. My YouTube and Facebook channel. Come join me. I got videos. Now,
show them the interior of the ship.
Now, let me show you the interior of the ship. Let's see.
Because the staircase is gorgeous.
Let's see. Actually, there's
Everybody
a picture.
Takes pictures on the
this is a picture of myself, my son, and one of my favorite YouTube.
Too much brightness.
That's kind of bright, but
too much brightness. Hold on.
But
down.
Okay, well, this is he had to make. Well, you could see a picture of one of my favorite YouTubers, Tony from Lido Loca. Let me show you.
Hey, you can see us again. Turn the brightness up.
This is a picture of the private island, the beginning of going onto the private island. And let's see. This is a picture of. I keep forgetting what this was. Oh, this is my duck a l'orange. Let me tell you.
Show the crystal staircase.
Well, this is my duck a l'orange that I had at the Panorama restaurant. Let's see. Oh, this this is mussels. Delicious.
Mussels.
Mussels.
I have mussels.
He has mussels, like the mussels. And this is a picture of the crystal staircase, a picture of Samuel and Robin.
Yeah, everybody wears crystal. Everybody takes a picture on the crystal
staircase, as you can see. Pure crystals, by the way.
Yeah.
Of the pictures, same pose. And this is a video actually of a video that I took of us leaving Nassau.
No, that's the private island. Well, you can see the lighthouse.
Well, we were leaving Nassau.
No, we're actually docking in Nassau.
We're docking in Nassau.
And docking on the private island.
Yeah, docking on the private island. Um, this this is a I forgot which
It's
now.
the
That looks
skyline.
like
This is the skyline.
the skyline.
The
Yeah.
skyline.
Skyline.
The Sky Lounge. Sky Lounge.
The
Excuse me.
skyline.
The Sky
Yeah.
Lounge.
And you can look when you look in the skylines, you can actually see the Lido deck.
The Lido deck.
Right
And you see it
below
right
it.
there. If you can see out
Yeah.
there, you can see the Lido deck.
Yeah, but Mom thought it was on the same. Because this is actually on deck 18, but I said to Mommy, no, it has to be a deck below because you
Yeah.
actually see the Lido deck from now.
Now,
It's
Yeah.
not on deck 16. It's not.
another picture of it too.
Yeah.
Because there's no 17.
No.
Yeah.
They're not
No.
lucky number in Italian.
Their lucky,
Italy.
their unlucky number.
It's 17.
Now I got this picture from another person who posted it. This is a picture of the ship as it was leaving Miami. Very beautiful, as you can see. This is a picture of some of the foods that we ate on the ship itself.
Bacon, potatoes.
Well, we had this one. We had bacon, potatoes. We had different uh, bakery goods, and the food was excellent.
Oh yeah, it really was. Definitely worth the money.
As you can see, more pictures of the bacon and the breakfasts.
And we're going to discuss future cruise. Like we were going to discuss a future cruise that we may want to go on in February.
Well, I also took a picture of.
Can't really see it.
Can't really see
It's
it.
kinda
Well,
glare.
this is a picture of one of the menus, and we had a choice of, and I could go over certain things. We had this is desserts. They had the coconut pistachio. Then they had the creamer.
Now try.
It's still
No.
hard.
You
No,
still
no,
can't see
it's
it.
still quite. Now put it back to now. Now, if you look at,
me turn
they had a dinner menu.
this up.
Their dinner menu, the starters. That was one thing I had. You could see the base scallops, ceviche. They had that's what I had.
Yeah, you had that.
And for the entree, I believe that entree I had the what did I have? I didn't get that entree. I got the strip steak, which was very good, medium well. The New York strip steak. They had herb butter and grilled tomatoes and home fries.
And also on the Merville, I got to tell you, their portions are much different than in United States. You think you're going to get a big bowl of whatever, and the portions are like very small, very small. So,
Like this
but
big.
actually, it's pretty filling. I mean, if you look at it, you think, "Oh my God, how is it going to fill me up?" But it actually does.
Because it's a
does.
small
And
portion.
the desserts at the buffet were small.
Even
weren't
if
big,
if it's a small portion, it's made from different things that could fill you up.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is a picture of my ceviche, if I'm not mistaken. This is the yes. I'm gonna show you. This is a picture of. It's hard to see because of the glare, and this is a picture of
The Lido
the
deck.
Lido deck with the pool
Yeah, it was nice.
and
Pool had statues near it. It was really nice.
Better than the Gems Lido deck.
Yeah, it was nice. It had,
But
and
it's
looking-
similar.
the
and
other thing I
if
was disappointed was with the ice cream bar. They didn't have like. I thought they were gonna have different toppings and things like that, but
Mommy, at least it's ice cream.
at least
Listen,
it's ice cream. You're right.
you know, it's another one of those things they say. You know, you can't have it all, but if you can have something, at least have ice cream.
Exactly.
There you go.
And then plus you could go to any bar and get whatever drink you want. Samuel got soda up the
My wife and I had
All right. Yeah.
my wife and I had the drink package, and my son had the soda package, and
It was a regular
We
drink
got
pack.
6
and we
minutes.
stayed.
Daddy, we have to do the ships.
Oh, okay, so now we're about to do
Well, let
another
him
part of
finish
it
his
now.
thought,
All
and
I
then-
can say really fast is that
That's suspense.
we never were without something to drink. Now, Samuel?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Now let's talk about the ship, where the ship went. Each of us gonna have one
Minute.
different. Each of us gonna have one moment to say which type and explain the wonders of it. Mommy?
All right. The ship left from Miami. You know, and then we went to.
Mom, just explain about Miami.
Oh, Miami's beautiful. Oh my God. There's different port. Okay, you got Miami-Dade, which is another county, but then we left from Miami
Springs.
Well,
Spring or Miami.
well, it's Miami
There's
Cruise
different
Port.
port.
It's the thing is when we came into and on the when we flew in, we flew into Port. What was it?
Fort Lauderdale.
We
Fort
actually
Lauderdale.
flew into Fort Lauderdale, and we had to get a we took the tri-rail to Miami, and then we stood in a hotel overnight in Miami. And then then we took an Uber the next day to Miami Port, which is unbelievable.
It's
port.
huge.
It's
port.
the biggest port in the world.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Miami's beautiful.
And when we
The
saw the
county
ship,
we went to was not Miami-Dade. We went to Miami Springs.
in Miami Springs.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? When we saw the ship, we were like, "Wow,
Yeah,
look
it
how
was
big
huge.
this ship is."
We did that with the gem too.
Yeah, but this was like an eye opener.
And let me tell you, the experience of actually the embarkment was, we were scared because we thought Samuel was going to need a PCR test, which in a way he did, but we all had to get it. We all had to sign out sheets that we weren't sick, and then we had to go and we had to stand there and
wait for the thumbs up.
Wait for the thumbs up because we all took COVID
And we all got
rapids.
thumbs up. And we all,
and then we went on the gangway. The gangway was huge.
And we were playing in our mind the song "Ain't No Stopping Us Now."
Okay, we got 4 minutes.
Now,
okay,
Samuel,
next
go ahead.
We went to Nassau. I guess stuck with Nassau.
Again? We didn't even get off the ship.
No, we didn't. We've been to Nassau on the last ship we were on.
Alright, so I'm going to discuss the private island.
Yes.
Then Dad.
Yeah, you discuss the private island.
And then Dad can talk about how it was going back.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I know. Alright, so going to Mommy, it depends. We might
go a little
over.
over.
Yeah,
okay.
Just go ahead.
Okay.
It's all right.
Alright. To me, the private island. I'm going to skip Nassau. We already seen Nassau.
We were on the gem in 2018. We were in Nassau.
Alright, but the thing is, the private island was excellent, and when Daddy showed you guys the lighthouse spectacular, or the lighthouse show, where they actually play like really good lights, that's where it took place. It was on the center of the private island,
which was named.
Oh yeah, the Ocean K.
Yay. Ocean K.
All right. Now we're gonna start talking about Ocean K. Ocean K is the private island. No more private island. Just gonna say Ocean K.
Ocean K.
Okay. It was bigger and better than Great Stirrup.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No, the Norwegian's private island is bigger, way bigger, and it actually is better. Great Stirrup, all they had was sand and a beach, and it had signs, and it was good. But this has shops and a beach and a lighthouse.
Yeah.
And the food was, hey, come on.
Yeah, and then the first experience we had was me and Samuel both found conch shells on the beach, and we wanted to keep them, but
it's a marine reserve.
Yeah, it was a marine reserve, so we couldn't keep them. And plus, they looked like they were actually building something. They said there may be a water park there in the near future.
Well, I mean, you know what that means? That means we have to go back.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You know what a conch shell is? A conch is a specific.
Yes.
They shed their shells.
We'll talk about that maybe at the next segment.
Yeah.
But Daddy.
Yes.
Now talk about the view of the ocean.
How blue was it?
Well, let me tell you something. If you can't, there's no comparison to seeing an ocean until you're on a cruise ship. It's amazing how beautiful and how blue the sea is, how calming the sea is.
Yeah.
Another thing I say about cruising is that it's like you become part of nature in a way. You get to experience nature differently from your ship than you do on land. You become one with nature in a way, and I know that sounds kind of cliche, but it's a calming feeling.
30 seconds.
So I would say, please experience at least once.
How blue was it? Tell them how blue it was.
It was so blue. It was more blue than this shirt.
Yeah, it was crystal blue, right?
Now, with 20 seconds left, Samuel, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I recommend Norwegian and MSC, but if I had a choice, I would recommend MSC. We booked through cruises.com, but we shouldn't have. We should have booked with Liberty Travel or any other travel agent. But Samuel Brunson's saying bye for now.
Bye for now.
See you in 5 minutes.
We're back.
And we are back.
Hey, look who joined us.
We are doing Marina's gripes.
Marina's gripe. My gripe is putting me in a kennel. That was terrible because I was near dogs. I was right near dogs, and they kept barking. I had to wait a week to get out of there, and then when they did, boom, I was in a cage for a week.
And when I left,
a nice girl came to visit me, though.
And when I came left, I started smelling like a dog.
I smell like a dog. How terrible.
If next time you go on a cruise, please take me.
I like to go. Go on the Queen Mary too, where I could go with you.
How expensive that cruise is. Marina, I know. As you
know.
see,
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Now, before we get into Kirk's gripes, okay, we're gonna do something a little bit different. Okay, we're all gonna say the meals that we had on the MSC memorabilia. Mom will say her meals, I'll say my meals, and Dad will say his meals.
And if you liked them or you didn't like them,
rate them in between each dish. Mom?
Okay, I have. I know I had the calamari for a starter one time. It was delicious.
All three of us had it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Oh god, yeah, it was
fried calamari, lightly
it was a
breaded.
little thinner. It wasn't the
breaded.
thicker one. It was like thinner, but it was good. You put a little lemon on it. The one I was a little disappointed with, I had the lasagna. I was a little bit, because the noodles weren't al dente. They were very soft. Maybe that's how they make it in Italy. I'm not sure. It was good. It was good. What else did I have?
Duck orange.
Oh, the duck à l'orange was probably one of my best. It was very, very tasty. It was soft. It was actually fork tender in a way. You could just eat it with a fork. You didn't even need some, And I was giving some to Samuel because he wasn't crazy about the meatballs yet.
I had spaghetti meatballs.
Yeah, he wasn't crazy about it, so I was
Kid-friendly
giving him some duck à l'orange. And for dessert, I had a brownie stack one day. I had the tiramisu, which was really good. What else did I have?
I forgot. Alright.
Yeah.
Next is me.
It was very good.
I remember the first day I had a starter of... I remember the starter I had fried calamari with the pasta, which she was talking about.
Yes.
After the same day, she had the duck orange. It was good, not great. It's good and great. It's both. But to me, it was actually pretty good. At the dessert, I had the ice cream.
And one day you had the fruit. I remember you had the fruit one time.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, I only remember I had one meal. Do you remember anything else I had?
You had... I don't know.
It's kind of a blur with the meals.
I know, because it was so delicious.
It was just so good, and I think the overall experience of the cruise overshadowed things because we were just in awe of being back on the ship after 3 years, and also the fact that we were on a ship. We were actually on a ship.
One of the disappointments I felt was when we had certain packages where you get fruit delivered to your room every day. I thought it was going to be a fruit platter. It wasn't a fruit platter. It was just fruit in a bowl.
Just one apple, one kiwi, one orange, and a peach.
Yeah, it was. And then we also had wine delivered, and we had to practically call up a couple of times for
the wine to be
and the canopies.
Canopies, yeah. And it was that was a little disappointing because I thought it was going to be a fruit platter we can munch on,
Well, I put it. My feeling.
No, everything was really good.
My feeling on it was this.
Next is Daddy.
Well, first of all, going back to what she was saying, we had enough wine.
Yeah.
And believe me, yeah, but definitely enough wine to drink. And the fruits, even though it wasn't cut up, it was fruits.
It was fruit.
And
it's healthy. I ate 3/4 of it.
Okay, now let's say my meals. Okay, the first meal. Let me get this right. we did the fried calamari for dessert. For appetizer. That's maybe for dessert too. We did fried appetizer. Fried appetizer was fried calamari. I believe my entree was the steak the first night.
Yes.
The first night was steak, and let me tell you, it was a lot of steak. I had a hard time eating the whole
I
thing,
know.
and with that, I think I had home fries, I believe, with the steak, and it was very tasty. I had it medium well, the way I like it, and it's steak. Can't beat that. Now I think my second. I'm trying to remember my second meal.
Muscle.
We had the
Duck with
mussels.
the muscles.
The mussels was the appetizer.
No,
And
it was the starter.
that's what I mean. The
Yes,
starter
it was.
appetizer. Yes.
The appetizer was the duck all around.
Well, the
The
entree
calamari.
is the stuck all around. The
Mus-
the mussels was the starter, and the duck all around was
The
was
main
the
meal.
main meal. And for dessert, I had. What did I have for dessert that day?
I mean, you had ice cream, you had brownie stack, you
Yeah.
had.
That was you.
No, Daddy had it one time
I had a
too.
brownie
I
stack
had the
also.
tiramisu one time.
And the third. I mean, it's kind of hard to remember.
I know everything's a blur.
It's I guess it was one of those things that you maybe we want to go again. And
I mean, mostly we went to the buffet for breakfast, but there was one time we went to the Wave restaurant. It was a little. I mean, Me and Daddy ordered.
Me and Daddy?
We ordered the bagels with the smoked salmon, which is lox for and it didn't have enough cream cheese, so we had to order more cream cheese, and it was good though.
with
But it was just a
onions
long line.
and tomatoes.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong with lox. I mean, when do
Can't
you
go wrong with
when
lox.
do you have even though we paid for the experience of all the
Yeah, it
meals,
was nice.
when have you sat around and had bagels and lox
On a ship.
on a ship just
free.
and you get as much as you want?
I mean, lox is always expensive, but come on.
And
Grandma Bobby always had lots.
and
So
then you
Cheaper.
and like I said, everything was paired with wine. We had so much wine,
Yeah.
and being that I believe that being it's an Italian cruise line per se, wine is definitely included in every meal, except for your children, and that's why Samuel had a soda package.
Just non-alcoholic
We,
package.
But the first day we were there, we were trying to find our cabin. The experience
finding
was
a
a
cabin.
maze.
Yeah.
Because there was no elevator on the back. We went there after the ship, and the experience of the trying to find our room, we were like in a maze.
AFT means the back of the ship.
Yeah.
And it was by the time we got the whole experience of finding our cabin down pat, it was almost time to go.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why a 4-day cruise. I mean, it's a cruise. The experience needs at least 7 days.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Went so fast.
We need at least 7 days.
I know it was.
Especially with a ship that big.
And then the long line at the end when you settle your bill took forever. They should have had more people. There were separate lines for this or separate lines for that.
There were only 3 representatives for almost 8 days.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But let me explain something to you. At the end of the cruise ship, the 4-day cruise, they owed us money.
Wow. Yeah, isn't that funny?
We went on a cruise and they owed us money, so it was definitely worth it.
And plus on the private island it was so hot you had to have your sunscreen.
I think the only disappointment that I did have was the flights. I think the flight itself with going Spirit.
Oh.
And may I say, I'm not to be negative on Spirit, but it's low cost for a reason. And I think that of all the things with the cruise, my only negative would have been having to fly into Fort Lauderdale and having to get your way to the cruise
port. You had to take the tri-rail.
I truly believe it would have been a much easier experience flying into Miami. And that's what I would do again. I would definitely fly into Miami. I'm planning. I'm in the beginning of planning another cruise.
We're going to an advertisement.
Okay. and I'm trying to formulate another cruise for us,
Probably
Samuel.
in February when Samuel is off at school for President's Week,
And I'm off on
possibly,
vacation.
and hopefully he'll be vaccinated by then.
Samuel, you were saying something. Go ahead.
Yes. What we're going to do is look at this hand sanitizer really closely. It's New Life Advanced Formula Moisturizing Hand Sanitizer.
Wow. Product endorsement.
Woohoo!
Where did you get that from?
I got it from Jackpot.
Wow, Jackpot, which is right down the street.
It kills more than 99.9% of germs or bacteria. It's the original recipe.
Original.
And it's 3.8 fluid ounces or 112 milliliters.
That's pretty,
Wow.
That's a lot. Hey.
Let me
And
tell you something about getting the rapid. Here's a tip from Kirk Brunson, and it actually works. When you're getting a rapid, breathe in.
Breathe in right before
Open
they
your
stick
nostrils.
that swab up your nose. Right before it, breathe in,
Yeah.
it opens up your nostrils. So when they push it in all the way deep, you don't feel it as much.
Yeah.
And
Good trick. I did it when we were
I
at
did
the port when they were taking the rapid, and it worked.
it did.
Just a good tip
Now,
for all of you who's going to get a rapid.
Next, we are going to do this. Ultra Sheen
Hair grease.
hair grease.
Ultra Sheen hair for extra dry hair, like myself. Keeps it nice and moist and slick.
Moist means like, soft.
And also,
My hair.
people may be wondering, who is that lady above Kirk Brunson in the video? Because if you see it, she's right above him. Who is that lady? In the video, it's right there.
I'm going to try if I can.
This lady right here is my grandmother, right there. My grandmother, my mother's mother, and her name was Flora Briggs. Very pretty lady.
Yep.
And she was going too soon, but that was my grandmother.
Yeah, she's in the videos, and people may wonder who she is.
Now above Samuel is a picture of Samuel.
Yep.
Two pictures.
This
picture, here, the one I'm pointing to right there, a little to that picture is my picture taken when I was a baby, and this one right above me, my aunt or my great aunt,
Yeah, Aunt Judy from
My-
Arizona.
she drew that.
From hand. She did, that's a pencil sketch.
And over here, people.
That's his paternal great
grandparents.
No,
grandparents.
yeah, can you point it out for me? The one on the top,
That's his
above Flora.
That's his great grandfather's parents, which is his great great
Oh.
grandparents.
There.
Above Flora.
Above Flora.
Yeah.
Now.
And people wondering, what is this? Over here.
Yeah, that
Over
was
here.
that was a needlepoint that was done by my sister-in-law's mother, dearly departed, 4 years ago. She did that needlepoint when Samuel was born. That was a gift for us.
Oh, now I can see our shots! Hey! Blue more up.
Oh, so we have
7 minutes.
What are we gonna do in 7? We're gonna wrap this up with the cruise. Let's kind of give our final points. I mean,
We already gave our
pluses
final.
and thumbs ups and thumbs downs.
Alright. I know people are like, oh, I'm tired of hearing about your stupid cruise. So we're actually going to listen to you, and we're actually going to do something different. We're going to free talk.
Okay, free talk would be
About anything you like. So Sam,
number one, where's my child tax refund? Didn't come in August. I guess we're getting the check.
supposed to be direct deposit, and they changed everything around again. And when you need it, it's never there.
Exactly.
So where is our child tax credit?
Exactly.
If you know, please, drop us a line.
So we
Let
want
us
to know about, how do you feel about the kids going back to school full time and no remote because of this Delta variant? You put your comments below, but I'm not happy about it. All of us are not happy about it.
There is no safety net.
And also clap that we are almost making it to an hour.
Yeah.
You got 6 minutes.
You got 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes.
Now,
Yes.
I would say with the going back to school, I mean, you don't have an option. You have to send your kid to school. And because of that, you're kind of stuck. Now, they're saying that they're going to make sure all the children are fully masked up or whatever.
I'm gonna do my Golden Girls impression.
And my whole wish
I'll
is
do
that,
my Golden Girls impression.
yes, our whole wish is that every child is safe and none of the children get the virus. Now, you were going to do what?
I was gonna do a Golden Girls impersonation of Sophia.
Go ahead.
Okay. Picture it. I was on a boat eating marinara sauce out of a can. It was torture.
It was torture.
Oh, what about your story? Tell them your story.
All right, I'll tell you a little fictional story.
Fictional.
It's not fictional.
It's factual.
It's
This
factual.
story.
Okay,
Yes,
Samuel,
I'll tell you.
you got 4 minutes. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead, Sam.
Okay, it's fictional.
Okay.
Picture it. The main building, aka my school, 2019. Remember, this is fictional.
Go ahead.
I was in my meeting area, aka my meeting point with my group, and I called everybody, and everyone came except for my friend Diane. My friend Diane came to me and said, Samuel, me, I want to be alone right now. And I said, okay, go ahead. He went over, and then we were playing a game of freeze tag, and I saw Ayan, my friend Ayan, with 2 other girls. One named Aliana, 2 girls, Aliana, my enemy Aliana, and my classmate Caitlin.
Ooh.
And like, what? I went over, I said, Felix, I want you to spy on Ayan. There's a wall that where we put the lunch boxes. One, like half your face. 1 eyebrow, 1 eye, half a nose, and half a mouth. And told me, Samuel, he's with Aliana. I said, oh, what? I went over there myself. I said, what are you doing? He said, playing. I said, you're playing? You're having a pretend date with my classmate. With my classmate, and I said, it's my life. Well, you ditched me. I can ditch whoever I want. Oh, you do the ooh.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Ditching your friend is just like taking a knife and putting it into the heart. It hurt my heart. It broke my heart. And eventually I was like, And then I was talking to Aliana, and I said, how can you do this? We had a battle that shook the earth.
You shook the earth.
Eventually, you're gonna laugh on this one. We had our brute force so hard, and none of us won.
Oh my God.
So what happened? Who said what to who?
And also, since after a little time, the thing is, none of us won, so Ayan just opened up his new club.
No, he opened up his own club?
Wow.
It said Ayan. It's called Ayan. The group is called Ayan. Population, no one can join but me. That's funny.
Oh, we got about a minute to go, so how are we going to wrap this up?
Traveling with Bruce. This is a water bottle that I got from a YouTuber. His name is Bruce Frommer. And I bought this, and it says Traveling with Bruce. It's, as you can see, the cruise ship. Wow. Traveling with Bruce.
Ooh,
Traveling with Bruce. Check him out.
Okay, since we have like a minute to go, I want to say it's been a pleasure doing this hour-long video.
The next one will be?
Somewhere in October 11th, I think.
We'll let you know.
Yeah. We'll let you know if we're going to book another cruise.
Hold on, October?
But we can't book it with a cat.
Okay.
I'll let you know in future videos.
I'll let you know.
Don't worry.
And also, you can also go on my website, www.samuelbrunson.com.
That's
Any
right.
On the
final
top.
thoughts? Any final thoughts?
Cruise with a 4.9 out of 5.
And my final thought is get vaccinated when you can.
And
Just like my wife said.
and also just keep everybody safe in your family, because if you don't get vaccinated, then you get sick. You know, I've heard so many stories about people who don't want to get vaccinated.
All right.
Get vaccinated, please.
All right. This is Samuel Brunson saying bye.
Bye.